baffled because they never given the mind to understand. Now, Jesus said, then when he begins to meet his disciples, when he begins to meet them, he said to them, follow me. Then they were busy fishing. They were busy giving themselves a work so that they may be able to satisfy their families. But they denied what they were doing and they end up seeing themselves following Jesus. This simply means they never give themselves all to what they were doing. They give themselves all to Jesus because Jesus was able to change their mind and they started to follow Jesus. Let us understand about the maturity viewers all over the world. When you give your life all to Jesus, no man on earth that can be able to take you away from the purpose of the Father. No marriage that can be able to take you away from the purpose of the Father. No job that can be able to take you away from the purpose of the Father. No family that can be able to take you away from the purpose of the Father. No brother or sister that can be able to take you away from the purpose of the Father, because you understand what you have given yourself to. You understand what you have given yourself into. You have given yourself into the kingdom. You never give yourself into the company of a man. But this is the true company of the Father. It's the business of the Father. Jesus says, when he was still young, when they were still raising him as the father, Joseph and Mary as a mother, then now when they find him being with the elders of the churches, then now they begin to ask him, what are you doing here? He said, don't you know that I'm in the business of my Father? Then now they were shocked, as even though when he was young, but what he was speaking, that was coming from his mind. It was the word from above. It was the sign that was showing that man, this is not just a man, but it's a sign. It's a sign. It's a sign. Then let us understand, when the sign is where we find the fullness of the knowledge of the mind of the Father. Because when the sign is where there is the deliverance and the healing according to the word, not according to the magicians. We must remember, Moses was carrying this rod. When he cast down his rod, then the rod was turning into a snake. Then now even the magicians, those that were with Pharaoh, when they cast their rod on the ground, those rod they turned into a snake also. Then now, but the snake of Moses served the other snakes because there was no true DNA of the spirit of the authority from above. Then now we have to understand about the maturity. The maturity has been given to those who give their lives all to God, not to a man that is of this world, but to those who give their lives all to God. The true spirit cannot mix itself with the things of this world, where there is the authority of man, but it mixes itself with where there is the holy of holiest of the Father, where the Father speaks what